We've got a lot of comments. Well, while we're just doing sieges, it was not that tiny. They control much of northern and central Greece, thanks firstly to little folks, then bureaucrats and administrators, tax collectors, army, and finally Philip. Oh, he's talking about Macedon being able, I think. Yeah.
Oh yeah, like,
it wasn't. No, before Philip took over, though, it was. Like, it basically owned just this. It didn't own any of Chalcidice. It didn't own any of Pelagonia or Thessaly. I mean, one of the big sticking points of why Macedon took so long to accept the Roman demands for peace was that the Romans wanted Macedon to give up Thessaly, which Macedon had controlled for, I think, like 150 years at that point. So they obviously didn't want to do it. Before Philip took over, yeah, they were little more than a petty little kingdom with very little political weight or power. So, I mean, yeah, they were. And then what, within that generation of Philip and the second generation of Alexander IV, it changed, one could say, quite a lot.
Yeah, Philip was ingenious with his revitalization of the Macedonian state and
was it
the military.
Thebes that he was a hostage of? It was somewhere down here. Like Philip, didn't his father lose a war, and so Philip had to go and live in one of the city-states in the south. It might have been Thebes. That might have been why Alexander burnt it to the ground. I can't remember exactly for sure.
Well, he burned it to the ground because of the rebellion.
Yeah, but there was a city-state that Philip went to, and when he came out of it and came back to Macedon, he put what he learned there into practice.
Yeah. You're talking about Thebes and the battle they fought against Sparta, in which they absolutely crushed Sparta, and then that's what put Thebes as dominant for that time period, for that era. And I think there was a debate, though, of whether Philip was actually present in the battle.
Okay.
But, yeah. Because I think the debate is that Thebes didn't use that strong of a cavalry... If I'm recalling this argument correctly, is that Thebes didn't really use that much of a strong cavalry contingent in the battle, and like Philip's main thing was the companion cavalry in conjunction with the phalanx. So
well, he used it in a completely novel way. Like cavalry was always used against other cavalry.
Yeah. And then
he sort of changed it into hammer and anvil, yeah, and that was such a revolutionary change that, I mean, when you've got a big block of phalanx, really scary. Looking at them from the front, you don't want to be charging or going anywhere near that fucking spiky shite. But from the rear, they were weak. And so if you're using hammer and anvil, you're obviously going to be hitting him in the soft, squishy underbelly at the rear. That's why and same goes for just hoplite formations as well. It wasn't just dudes with the sarissas.
Yeah, like the Greeks' heavy infantry corps was just phenomenal.
And just got outranged.
Artaxerxes, the Persian king who challenged his brother for the throne, and he used the Greek mercenaries' heavy infantry as his center corps.
His name is very... I was literally reading about this today when I was reading...
he won the battle with his Greek mercenary because they were just phenomenal, but he ended up dying, and so that was the March of the 10,000.
It was Cyrus using them against Artaxerxes.
Cyrus against Artaxerxes, that's it.
Yeah. That's 100 years before the game start, and that was the first ever known recording of mercenaries being used in history. And you can tell I researched this literally like the past few days because I'm doing a mercenary rework suggestions video. Look for that on the channel in the next couple of weeks.
So is the March of the 10,000 then the one from the Spartan King?
That sounds flowery enough to be Spartan. They do like their flowery language. March of the 10,000 definitely sounds Spartan.
March of the 10,000 is after the battle, and obviously they didn't get paid or anything, and Artaxerxes is like, well, I'm going to come after you, and they basically just marched home. And how they marched home and just got home was basically what is, quote-unquote, the handbook of how to invade Persia. And
I didn't know that one.
That's why, there is a lot of, whether Alexander, studied, and Philip studied that, because it's pretty much the handbook of how weak Persia is, and that you can just waltz in, and the satraps are just a lot of them are just not even gonna care.
Yeah, that's the problem with a big decentralized state. You need to make sure that your where you're decentralizing is still loyal enough to you.
Yeah.
Oh, and apparently I got the Alex wrong. It was the Great was Alexander III.
Yes.
The fourth was the dude that Cassander murdered.
Yeah.
Wasn't Xenophon also present in the March of the 10,000? Is what Tiger King is saying. Honestly, this one is completely novel to me. I'm going to have to look that up. Well, the mercenaries that Cyrus used against Artaxerxes were from Arcadia and the Peloponnese.
Right.
In the source that I was looking at. Peloponnese? Well, that's where Sparta is. Well, so,
because
entirely possible that is exactly what they were referring to.
Yeah, because after the Spartans were weakened in power, they were they were beginning to get strapped for cash, and the Spartan king personally led his army out as mercs because they just needed the money, and I'm pretty sure they led them into Persia, but I couldn't remember if it was March of the 10,000 or not. Because it was Xenophon, wasn't it? Who led the March of the 10,000? Oh god, I'm just spitballing here.
Xenophon according to Tiger King, but like I said, this particular thing, I don't know. Apparently, he just googled it, and yes. And also Catabasis, probably pronounced that fucking perfectly, as per usual. People get so pissed when I do that. Oh, it's fucking hilarious, though. Yeah, this March of the 10,000, I'm gonna have to look that up. I don't think maybe I've heard of it referred to as something else, but that's kind of novel to me, actually. Perfect as always. Thank you, James. You're an absolute gem.
Do you have Audible?
Yes.
Highly, highly recommend the great courses on Alexander the Great and the Hellenistic Age. There are two of them. One of them talks about the Greeks, Macedon, and Persia before everything. Then it talks about Philip. Then it talks about Alexander, and then the Diadochi. It is phenomenal.
I'll look that up.
Really, really good.
Laconia is governed by a member of the Zipperid family. Didn't I just do that? Wait. They're spelling Zipperid differently. Oh, fuck you. Well, I've got two great families. Their names are so similar. They're both Zipperid, but one's got an E and one doesn't. Fuck off. That's wank, that is. Anyway, try and Finphrygia.
Wait. Yeah, because you got the Zipperid and you got the Z-Perid.
Yeah. Fuck you, is what I call that. I don't want the matter of Moesia. Moesia can eat a dick. Or the matter of Taurica. Or the matter of, well, Maricolchus, maybe. Yeah, I'll take the Maricolchus. Now the Gaidrids need a dude. Xenophon sounds like a badass. Well, he's probably got the coolest sounding name I've ever heard, like, in fairness.
Xenophon, you march, you get paid by some pretender to the Persian throne, you march all the way to basically Babylon, you fight a battle, the guy you're fighting for dies, but your corps of heavy infantry wins the day, you then have nobody to pay you, so you march all the way home, pretty much unscathed. Yeah, you're a badass.
Yes. Xenophon was from Athens and later joined the Spartans. He just wrote it down. Apparently Catabasis just wrote it down, maybe is what you're saying. His life was a bit of a tragedy. Gods, I hate that favoritism versus picking a side task. It's so annoying. Oh yeah. Especially when they got the same pissing name.
Well, you know how I feel about mission trees. We won't go there.
Oh, you know what? Actually, like, whenever I've got something that really quite annoys me with like the mechanics of the game, I try and like rationalize it as what is this actually, you know, trying to role play a thing. I'm thinking these two families with such similar names used to be the same family, and they've split over a fight on how to spell their pissing name.
To be fair, though, I would love that if that was a genuine thing. Like, you could have great families split.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That would be awesome.
I'm sure if people looked hard enough to be able to find actual examples of it as well. Yay, Siege of Mozzikos has been won. So I wonder if people are still going to be doubting me that I can get this done in time. Look how much land I've taken from Phrygia in the past couple of hours. As soon as you get that ball rolling, it just don't fucking stop. How much are your inventions costing you? You do?
Yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, I was getting way too involved with my stream chat there. What was that, sorry?
How much are your inventions costing you?
Like 2,000?
I'm actually
2,496.
Oh, I've caught up quite a bit then. I mean, I'm still only at 1,800, but like, that's a lot closer than it used to be. Has my truce with you run up yet? 51. Oh, yes! As soon as this war is over, I can now declare on the first tributary I declared on. Oh, yes! Yeah, Phrygia's done. And I'm at 76 aggressive expansion, so that's never going to go higher. It's going to be chain wars, one after the other. I mean, it's basically like what you do in EU4 to get a world conquest. You're, you know, just chain warring and breaking truces. Apart from I'm breaking no truces. Because tributaries, they work fucking perfectly.
Unless you play in Austria and you're heroic privilege, then it's literally just click a button. Let your PC die.
Have you seen how they're changing the HRE in the next update?
Yes and no. It's been so I've just given up with reading the dev diaries.
Yeah, there's been apparently over 50.
Like,
over 50 dev diaries for Emperor.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of just wait until it comes out and just have a look. But so far, I think I've seen what they're going with, and I like it.
Yeah. Well, for the Holy Roman Empire, there's basically two paths you can go down. centralized and decentralized.
Oh, yeah, I read that one.
Centralized is basically what we have already and looks boring as hell, but decentralized looks so fun.
Yeah. I think when it comes out, I'm probably going to do an Austria run because I fucking love Austria, and it'll be great. Hopefully that gets me back into EU.
I'm going to be doing a Dithmarschen run, and we're going to turn the world peasants.
Disgusting.
Look, we can't let 90% of the ducats go to the 1% of the 1% of the fucking Austrians. We're not going to be doing that. So I'm once again asking for your ducatage support. That was really forced. Whatever. Alright, so Phrygia lost their war. You're going to give me the rest of your land up here? Yes. Can I also get Syria? Yes! Okay, that's my peace deal right there. Eventually. Oh, Cappadocia will get a claim on you as well. Tributaries are a fucking exploit. No, 100% agree. Like, absolutely zero disagreement there. They totally are.
I do just love slaughtering tens of thousands of barbarians.
Naturally.
Truly civilized Roman armies when we're heavily outnumbered. It's good to be civilized.
Imagine not being civilized, eh, Phrygia?
Hey, don't you talk about my boy antagonist like that.
And also, having said that, that Phrygian king that I saw, or that one dude in my comments saw, 300 years into the game, he was pretty civilized, yep. You want to give up yet? Come on, it's only a 91% peace deal. See, all these men that are currently dying, 580, 442, 390, all of those did not need to die. It is your stubbornness. Oh, it's mercenaries, I guess you don't care. Oh well, you lost. Bye-bye.
As long as we hold the Rhine. Hey, mate, I'm going to do a Caesar. I'm going to build a bridge, march legions over the Rhine as a show of force, and then march back and destroy the bridge. To show my big dick energy. That's what I'm going to do, Stormraven. And the Germans are not going to come over that Rhine. Until migration happens, like 500 years later.
Alright, you're going to go into Antigone, and another regional army will be born. Right, so do I go after Phrygia again, or do I go after like Cappadocia before he gets a shit ton of friends? He's only got one friend right now. I got no war goal, you pissing shite fuck. Matter of Pannonia. That's all the way up there. Fuck that. Matter of Syria. Absolutely. Actually, one of the cities in Phoenicia has spices, so you might want it for citizen output. Yeah, is it Sidon? No, they got...
No, you don't want citizen output.
Yeah, not in this version.
Not national citizen output. No, 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 no.
Also, they have dyes. I mean, it's Phoenicia in it. Where can I find spices so I can get the color? Spices. Fucking spices. Where are you? I'm all the way looking at fucking India, trying to find spices for the color. There it is. Oh, that's never going to show up. Alright, so this is the spices that you're talking about. That's the only spice. Oh, no, 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 I see it right there. Leukia Ale. Acte.
Will occupy you. Why can I not separate piece you out?
Who is it?
Velicicacia. Oh, because they have occupied territories in my land.
Yep, exactly why. Also, yep, dickhead is in fact true.
I hate this game.
Can I have some grain, please?
Nope.
Aww. Can I have
give grain
other
to
food?
Nope. I don't give food to anyone.
You filthy shit.
Just the way I roll.
You roll down a hill like a lump of turd.
Alright,
that has been rolled into a ball and rolled down a hill.
That was very, very, very venom of you.
Not giving me food was venom.